Shabbat Shalom, everybody. We're so glad to see you. So very glad to see you loud. I'm hearing we've got some, it's loud, I think. We're happy to have you here, and we're so happy for all of our friends who are joining us at home as well. If you would, please take a moment, turn to someone who you don't know, masks on. If you keep them on, greet them, Shabbat Shalom with your eyes, with a smile that goes up to your eyes. At home, wish somebody a Shabbat Shalom as well. And we know, we are taught that the Zohar, our mystical tradition, reminds us that through the extra soul that we are given on Shabbat, all of our anxieties and all of our irritations are forgotten, and only joy rules. So I want you just to keep that in the front of your mind. This extra soul that you are given makes everything doubly as beautiful, doubly as wonderful, and any anxiety and any irritation, just let it be. It doesn't mean that it entirely disappears, but it just let it be at the side, and let that double dose of soul really lift up your spirit as we turn to kindle our Shabbat lights. If you would, please join me on page 121, page 121. As we say, O source of light and truth, creator of the eternal law of goodness, help us to find knowledge by which to live. Lead us to take the words we shall speak into our hearts and our lives. Bless all who enter this place in need, all who bring the offerings of their hearts. May our worship lead us to acts of kindness, peace, and love.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher girshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat.
Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with the mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Let's continue as we turn to page 123. We'll invite you, please, in body or in spirit, to rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kireshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu v'shabbat kodsho b'yovahu v'ratzon hinhilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reshit ki hu yom tehillah למקראי קודש, זכר לציון מצרים, כי בנו בחרת, ואותנו קידשת מכל העמים, בשבת קודשך, באהבה וברצון, הנחלתנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, Mekadesh HaShabbat. Amen.
L'chaim, and please be seated. We offer thanks, O God, for this Shabbat which unites us in faith and hope, for Shabbat holiness which inspires sacred living, for Shabbat memories glowing even in darkness, for Shabbat peace born of friendship and love. We offer thanks and blessing, O God. Join us, please, as we turn to page 129, and we continue with the singing of Dodi Lee.
Dodi li vani
We turn now to the words of the psalmist and the psalmist who sits on the train. As we turn to Psalm 29, S'more David, you can find that on page 136, and we invite you please to join us. The Babylonian Talmud tells us that Shabbat is a queen whose arrival actually changes the humblest of homes into a palace. So we take this moment and we welcome her into this sacred space, into your sacred space, wherever you are. We welcome her as we turn to the words of Lecha Dodi, page 138. It is our custom to sing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And as many of you know, at verse 9, we rise and we greet her in body or in spirit. Please join us on page 138.
דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד, השמיענו אל המיוחד, אדוני אחד ושמו אחד, לשם ולתפארת ותהילה לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לקראת שבת לכו ונלכה, כי היא מקור הברכה, מראש מקרב נסוכה, זאת מעשה במחשבה תחילה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. התעוררי, כי באורך קומי אורי, אורי שידברי, כבוד אדוני עלייך נגלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. לך דודי, לקראת כלה, בני שבת לקבלה. בואי בשלום עטרת בעלה, גם בשמחה וצהלה, שוכב עלי עם סגולה.
seated. Page 263 as we continue with the Chatzi Kaddish, page 263.
יתקדש ויתקדש מרבה ועמד יברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייך ובימיך וכידיך בית ישראל בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו
Amen.
יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם עולם מעלמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרמה ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקדושה לעילא מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעלמה ויאמרו Amen.
Page 264, we'll invite you please in body or in spirit to rise for our call to worship the Baruch Hu. Let's continue together in the Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher b'divaro ma'ariv aravim, v'hochma poteach she'arim, uvituna mishane itim, umachalif et hazmanim umesader et hakochavim b'mishmarotehem barakia kirtzono. Borei yom v'layla, golel or mipnei choshech, v'choshech mipnei or, uma'avir yom umevi layla, Umavdil ben yom uben laila Adonai tsevaot shemo. El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai hama'ariv aravim. In each age we receive and transmit Torah. At each moment we are addressed by the world. In each age we are challenged by our ancient teaching. At each moment we stand face to face with truth. In each age, we add our wisdom to that which has gone before. At each moment, the knowing heart is filled with wonder. In each age, the children of Torah become its builders and seek to set the world firm on a foundation of truth. Baruch atah Adonai, Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael Adonai
And please be seated.
בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לגדרות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיהם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם אלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Let's continue praying responsively. We worship the power that unites the universe, a promise of harmony for all.
Yet that oneness eludes our grasp as imperfection and evil abound.
Before our eyes there is a vision of perfection, order, and goodness.
There is evil enough to break the heart, and there is good enough to exalt the soul.
When will redemption come?
When we grant everyone what we claim for ourselves.
Long ago we escaped the tyranny of Egypt. Our people saw the power of the Most High.
We learned God's presence redeems time and event, so we celebrate this power that makes for freedom.
Continue with Hashkivenu. Please join us. Hashkivenu Adonai, Eloheinu leshalom, Amideinu shomreinu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us, guide us with wisdom, compassion,
We are taught that the people of Israel shall keep Shabbat, observing Shabbat throughout the ages as a covenant for all time. It is a sign for all time between me and the people of Israel, says God. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth, and on the seventh day God ceased from work and was refreshed. Join us, please, as we continue with the singing of the Shamru.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אתחיל לעולם לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אתחיל לעולם לעולם.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את
השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם
ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת שבת ויהי לבש. ושמרו בני ישראל
את השבת, את השבת,
לעשות את השבת, לדורותם, לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת, לעשות את השבת, לדורותם ברית עולם, ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
That was just our warm-up. Do you feel warmed up for Shabbat? Yes. I think those who are sitting in direct sunlight probably feel even more warmed up, right? Right. We turn now to the words of our tefillah, the heartbeat of our prayer service. And we begin with the words as we do each time we offer them. Adonai sifatai tiftach. We say, Adonai, open my lips, that my mouth, that my words may be acceptable to you. We open our mouths and we open our hearts in prayer and thanksgiving. So we'll invite you, please, to rise in body or in spirit as we continue on page 273.
מכלכל חיים ברחמים רבים, שמח לי ברחמים, ומסורים ומקיים אמונתו, משני עפר, מחלוך בגבורות, ומדם מלך, מלך ממית ומחייב, ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן ראיות הכל, ברוך אתה אדוני, מחייב הכל.
אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, קדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלע, ברוך אתה Adonai, El HaKadosh. And please be seated. Let's continue on page 279 together. Retzei Adonai Eloheinu, Be'amcha Yisrael, Utfilatam be'ahava tekabel, Utehi leratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha, El karov l'chol korav, Pnei El avadecha v'chonenu, Shafoch ruchacha aleinu. We give thanks as we say, Modim anachnu lachsha tahu Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu imotenu le'olam va'ed, for the good in us, which calls us to a better life, the strength of our hearts and our hands and our hands, the desire in us which leads us to holiness, life and nature, harmony to the source. All these things are so Take a few moments in silence, in prayer, meditation.
me the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to my rock and my redeemer. Iyu ratzon imrechi ve'yo li lefanecha.
Let's take beautiful energy that is here this evening, that is with us in the outdoors, that is with you, I hope, at home, really being together wherever we each are, wherever we are together, and harness that energy and hold it together for those who are in need of healing, of strength, of courage, of patience, of care. As we say, Mishaberach Abotenu v'Imotenu Abraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov, Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech et Acholim. May the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, bless and give strength to those who are struggling. This evening we're holding in our prayers Shana Esther bat Ruchel, Chaya Necha bat Riva Leah, Katriel Parachia ben Herschel Lazer Shoshana, Sarah bat Abraham Sarah, Alan Skirker, Laura Braun, Miriam bat Ella, Stephen Brent, Amy Feinberg, Irving Manis, Masha bat Shannon, Greg Novoselic, Susan Silva Tobias, Kim Stanger Tobias, Gabriel Berger, Hank Haley, Nancy Cohen, Lynn Fragan, Stephen Lowe, Tammy Henson, Brian Mansfield, Dean Harris, Abigail Bowman, Richard Cook, Alma Kubi, Julia Kavanaugh, Tara, Miriam Nemitz, Rabbi Gilad Kariv, Sarah Postol, Stanley, that's also
Type it in.
there's all of those who were injured recently in Afghanistan, those whose families are struggling at this time. Let's hold them along with those that you are holding in prayer. Let me ask you please to share any names that you might have as I look forward.
No.
May the Blessed Holy One be filled with compassion to be restored and their strength wherever possible to be revived. May God send the best of what they need, renewal of body and of spirit. And let us all join together in saying, Amen.
It's very slow. See?
Guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now.
Guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Lock me in your arms and guide my steps.
Guide my steps and help me find my way. I need your shelter now. Rock me in your arms. Guide my steps and help me make this day a song of praise to you. Rock me in your
continue now as we turn to our concluding prayers, the Elenu, which can be found on page 586, and we'll invite you please in body or in spirit to rise. We'll pause now to think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who died at this season in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. During this period of Shloshim, these last 30 days, we're mourning the loss of Rabbi Richard Hirsch and the 13 U.S. service members killed in Afghanistan. Today marks a yard site and anniversary of passing for Miriam Ahato, Martha Bruner, Ada Cohen, Jean Cole, Gilbert Krassoff, Robert Diggory, James DiGiovanni, Goldie Fox, Dennis Akiva Goldsmith, Eloise Greenberg, Leah Greenberg, Maggie Herman, Paul Horwitz, Gladys Coleman, Estelle K. Lefko, Florence Levine, Gladys McNamee, Tom Paganelli, Jack Pitlick, Mildred Sabasan, Arnold Shamaskin, Ida Sporn, Elsie Taub, Faye Tobias, Edward Trabolsi, and Samuel Weinstein and Yetta Slablotsky. Please, I am so sure that I have not shared all those names correctly. Please, as I look your way, if you have any other names that you would add to either list, or a name that is better spoken aloud by you, please would you share that name with us? Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be for a blessing as we continue together with the words of the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv v'imru, amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei olmaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei dekudesha b'richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiran be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom b'mramav huya aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru, amen. May the one who creates harmony on high bring peace to us, to all who are mourning, to all Israel, as we join together in saying, amen. And please be seated. Please be seated. Let me share with you some of our announcements for this evening. First, we want to thank Susan Rizzo for being our greeter this evening, and Rick and Betts. And the perfectly timed train. And Rick and Betts for ensuring that all of our sound is working as it should. We want to thank Ryan, who you see at the back, without whom any of this would have happened. All of our setups happen with Rick and Betts with audio-visual, and with Ryan in terms of actually where you are sitting and where you will dine this evening. So thank you to each of you. We want to remind you that tomorrow night we have our Slichot program leading up to the High Holy Days. It is in fact tomorrow, right? Yeah, it's tomorrow. 8 p.m. and 8 p.m. is a study session in the sanctuary, and then a service at 9 p.m. to really start us in motion for the High Holy Days, when we turn everything over, both literally and figuratively. We move to that space of Yontif, and we hope you'll join us tomorrow night. The Torah Chanting Club's meeting on Monday. Next Friday night, we have our Erev Shabbat family service with birthday blessings at 6 p.m. back inside, and then at 10:30 a.m. We're back at our first morning service for September, so join us at 10:30 a.m. But the office will be closed on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday for that small holiday that's coming up for Rosh Hashanah. Please join us for Erev Rosh Hashanah and first day at the JCC. If you need any information, be in touch with the office on Monday. If you are going to be worshiping from home, please feel free to sign out your machzorim on the table up front, and you can take both a Rosh Hashanah and a Yom Kippur machzor home with you. And if you're going to dub at home, please feel free to borrow one of those as well. We have our services listed. All the information can be found on our website, along with Tashlich, second day Rosh Hashanah, which will be 4 p.m., very family friendly, very casual at the canal at the JCC. Join us 4 p.m. For that as well. But you can find the full complement of services on our website as well. Please register for religious school. If you haven't yet done so, you can do that by the link on the Temple Sinai website under Youth Education. Please help us know how to prepare best for the High Holy Days by taking the High Holy Day survey. It's very short, it's very user-friendly, and then we'll have a sense of how best to prepare for that day. As I mentioned, the prayer books are here tonight for you, or for you at home. You can come into the office and sign them out, or you can buy a set of copies as well if you would like. Also, for the High Holy Days, we are in need, if you are going to be with us in person, for some additional ushers. Doesn't mean that you have to commit to every service, but if you can help us out with one of the services, if you would please contact the office on Monday and let us know that, we could greatly use your help there as well. 3 more places for our attention and our support. Support for Haiti. You can help by donating to the following 3 aid organizations: the American Joint Distribution Committee, the JDC, the American Jewish World Service, or Israel Aid. Each of those 3 places you can find on our website as well. For Afghanistan, for supporting those who are in need in Afghanistan, please check out Keeping Our Promise Rochester, our local affiliate of Keeping Our Promise. They definitely need our help both in terms of finances and goods and support. So that's Keeping Our Promise Rochester, and also HIAS. And then last, the Anti-Defamation League's annual Walk Against Hate is this October 10th. You can walk together, roll together, run together, pedal together. I imagine you could swim together if you wanted to, a little harder, but you could do that. It's a great opportunity to move toward a future without anti-Semitism. We are so desperately in need of work around anti-Semitism. So please look at walkagainst.hate.org to sign up for that as well. Last, if you are joining us for the first time, we won't ask you to do anything hard, but just give a wave so that we can give a wave back. Just wave so that we know that you're joining us for the first time. Friends who are not newcomers, notice who's new and give a warm welcome on the way out. Oh, I do have one urgent announcement. Do not leave tonight without your s'more packet. Friends at home, you can pick one up on Monday if you want to. Those s'more packets have lovingly been put together. They can be enjoyed in any number of ways. Ordinarily, we would have a bonfire, and you could do that here. They could be enjoyed at home, on your own fire pit, in a microwave, on your stovetop, in the car on the way home. We'll leave it to you and no judgment. Just please take something sweet with you on the way out of services, and know how pleased we are to share the sweetness of Shabbat with you. Any announcements from where you sit? And anything that we should know about, any joys, any celebrations, any oys that we should know about. We're thankful for all the little ones who are here tonight as well. Anything that we should know about?
Rabbi, we have some yard games there so the kids can play.
Thank you. There are some yard games over there that you can play. And Cantor, I'm going to invite you please to thank all of our incredible musicians this evening.
Well, thank you, our incredible musicians, Chris Dozer on the saxophone, Alina Lupinas, our amazing accompanist, Mark DeSalvo, and Elise Machakovsky. I said it right. You turn to page
647 for our closing song, Oseh Shalom.
Oseh Shalom Bimromo, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'al Kol Yoshet Ever, Ve'imru, Imru, Amen.
one last note of thanks. One last note. I know everybody's eager for dinner. By the way, your tables are set behind you for dinner. We would not be enjoying the beauty of this space. And friends at home, I hope you can see the beauty of this space without Sally Constein and her incredible gardening committee, each and every one of them who makes beautiful our spaces. So we thank you, we thank you, we thank you. Help us give thanks as we share motzi together, and we wish you a Shabbat Shalom.
And join me, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.